dimensional formula. Now what is the dimensional formula? Just for understanding the dimension formula, we have to understand what is a fundamental quantity. Yeah, we know that the fundamental quantity is if the value will remain same or value will remain unchanged with respect to place and time is known as a fundamental quantity. And we know that there are three fundamental quantities: length, mass and time. Okay, now after this fundamental quantity, we have to also know about that what is a SI unit. It's a standard international, or we can say that it is a system international unit. There are total 7 types. Mass, M is a meter, K is a kilogram, S is a second, A is a ampere, T is a temperature. We can also represent is a K is a Kelvin, MOL is a mole, is a quantity of matter, and CD is a candela. It's a luminous intensity. Now the format of dimensional formula is we can represent a dimensional formula in a bracket. Okay, fine. Now I will show you the one of the example. So first example is our area. Okay, it's our area. Now what is the area? Area is a 2D, मतलब 2-dimensional quantity. It's a length and breadth. So length is also indicating as a L, or breadth is also length but in indicating or respect to length. Okay, so we can represent here L into L. So we can say it is a L square, but you should remember dimensional formula of area is we can represent on this format in bracket MLT. If here M is present, M is for the mass is present, no, so M0. L is present, yeah, it's L the power 2, and T is present, time is present, no, so T is 0. So we can represent M0, L2, T0. Sometimes we can also represent directly L2. Okay, but we should always remember we have to follow the rules or a format. So format is MLT. If M and T are not present, so you have to write but in the power of 0. Now second example is a volume. What is a volume? The volume equal to length, breadth and height. So there is a 3 dimension. So L, B and H we can represent. But here these all are the length. So L into L into L. So it's a L cube. So the dimension formula for the volume is mass is present, no. So mass of the power 0. Time is present, no. Time of the power is 0. So according to the format, the dimension formula for volume is M0, L3, T0. Okay, fine. Next, our equation. Next, our quantity is mass density. Yeah, you know that density. What is the density? Density equal to mass upon volume. Now, what is the mass? Mass is M to the power 1. What is the volume? Volume is L3. Okay, so if this L3 goes on numerator, then the power is -3. If the power is minus, then upper it's a +3, but here it is in denominator is a +3. So when we have to take on the upper side, so this is becomes a L -3. Okay, fine. So our equation for the density is mass upon volume. So formula is M to the power 1 and the L to the power of -3. So what is the dimension formula for the mass density? It's a M1 L -3. Time is present, no, so it's a T0. Okay, fine. Now next, what is the frequency? Now what is the frequency? So you know that the frequency is a reciprocal of the time of period, or we can also say that if what is the time period? The time period is if the task complete with certain limit, or we can also say that a vibration. Okay, the time of period of completing of the one vibration is known as the time of period. Okay, now, and this reciprocal, the number of vibration completed in 1 second is known as a frequency. Okay, so frequency is a 1 upon time of period. So 1 upon time of period is 1 upon T. Time is indicating as a T to the power of 1. When this goes into the numerator, then this is a T raised to the power of -1. So dimensional formula of frequency is M0, L0 and T raised to -1. Okay, now next is velocity. It's a speed. Now what is the speed? Now the speed of velocity is known as a displacement upon time. Now what is the displacement? So displacement is also known as a distance. Okay, so V equal to displacement upon time. Okay, so now displacement indicating is L1 T. If this time it goes from denominator to numerator. It's a t raised to minus the power 1. So dimension formula for the speed is, so here mass is absent. Okay, so m0 L1 t minus 1 is a dimensional formula of speed. Fine. Now next is the acceleration. So now you can make by yourself. Okay, what is the acceleration? Acceleration is a velocity upon time. Now, but what is velocity? So velocity is a, if we can write this acceleration maybe like velocity into 1 upon time. Velocity is a displacement upon time into 1 upon time, time raised to the time to the power 2. Okay, so displacement is L1 and time is T2. So if this denominator is goes numerator, so the M is 0, L1 and T raised to minus 2. This is a dimension formula for acceleration. Okay, fine. Next, what is the dimension? Now next quantity is a force. Now you can make yourself. What is the force? The equation of force equal to mass into acceleration. What is the mass? Mass is indicating m1. What is the acceleration? Acceleration is indicating velocity upon time. You can also, what is velocity? Velocity displacement upon time. So it is a mass 1 displacement upon time square, L1 T2. So our dimension formula for force is m1 L2 T minus 2. Okay, now what is the impulse? Now impulse means a force with respect to some time. If we are playing a cricket, okay, then the bowler is throwing a ball to the batsman. Okay, so batsman hit the ball. Okay, so at the time a batsman applying a force to hit the ball, so it is known as an impulse. Okay, so the impulse equal to force into time. You should remember impulse equal to force into time. Now you know the dimension formula for the force is m1 L1 T minus 2. But if you not know about that, so you can make by yourself. What is the equation of force? Equation of force is mass into acceleration. What is the mass? Mass equal to m1, acceleration equal to displacement upon time square or velocity upon time. Okay, so we can you can make yourself. By practicing you can get confidence. You got the confidence. Okay, what is the time? T1. So m1 L1 T minus 2 T1. Oh, here T minus 2 and T1. If base are same with addition of the power, so it's a minus 2 plus 1, it's a minus 1. Okay, so the dimension formula for impulse is m1 L1 T minus 1. Okay, now next is a work, or we can also say it is a energy. Now what is the work? So work done equal to, when we have to applying a force on a body or object, so it may experiences some displacement in the direction of the force. Okay, so the equation of work is force into displacement. Okay, fine. So work equal to force into displacement. Force, we can know that the equation of the force. Okay, what is the equation of the force? F equal to mass into acceleration, and by this equation we have to make a dimension formula. It's a m1 L1 T minus 2 and distance is L1. So L1 base are same, the addition of the power, so 1 plus 1 is a 2. So m1 L2 T minus 2 is a dimension formula for work. Okay, and this is the next last for today. It's a power. So power equal to work done upon time. Okay, so what is the equation of power? So power equal to work with respect to time is known as a work done. Okay, so from this the dimension formula for the work done upon time. So work done, so here the work done m1 L2 T minus 2. Otherwise you can make by yourself. Okay, work done equal to force into distance. You have to make the dimension formula for the force, mass into acceleration, for acceleration velocity upon time, for velocity displacement upon time. Okay, got it? This is a method. Okay, so you can recall that. So power equal to work done upon time. So work done equal to m1 L2 T minus 2 upon time T1. If this T1 is goes from the denominator to numerator, the power is minus 1. When the both base are same, minus 2 minus 1 is a minus 3. So m1 L2 T minus 3 is a dimension formula for the power. Okay, so these 10 are the base. Just you can study it before your you can study in your 9th and 10th standard. Okay, and we'll make this the dimension formula for this equation. Okay, you should remember the dimension formula is always represented with the fundamental quantity, mass, length and time, and with represent in the both side of the bracket. Okay, I hope you enjoy this session. Thank you.